Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll get a look at the second-year man, Sam Darnold, and the New York Jets as they take on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call. Our Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup. Love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
17 yards on the game. Down.
Pac-Man, 180! Come up the ball,
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
We go, work.
And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
2-time All-Pro center Jason Kelce is one of the most athletic centers in the league. In fact, he went to the University of Cincinnati as a walk-on linebacker before converting to the offensive line. Can pull, trap, get out in front of runners in any situation, and one of the more intelligent centers in the league as well, handling all of their line calls.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
57, Mike, 57.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Let's go, baby.
So here are the Jets under new head coach Adam Gase. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
To throw is Darnold. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's 2nd down. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Bell. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Well, look now at our starting defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the number one thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick your game up.
2nd down and goal. Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
Let's see what you got.
Darnold from the gun. Anuno's got it, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wentz now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz, man open, it's Goodwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Wentz. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, with the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Mike, check, 59. We got it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Darnold. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This is Hines.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Crowder. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Here's Darnold. And this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
53, check 53.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
The extra point up and good. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Ryan Tannehill, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here we go. Back. 120. Go. Go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
57's a mark.
Wentz to throw again. And Jeffrey's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Back to throw, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Darnold. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Wentz, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Now Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at our nation's capital. The defending champs, New England, in town to take on Washington. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. The Pats locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. A.J. Brown, a touchdown reception. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guy...
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll go again with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Darnold now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Bell. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Come on now, let's go.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now Wentz gets this one to Joshua Perkins. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Here we go. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They run the counter. Bell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now a carry for Sanders. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop.
Single.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Jenkins showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
In your face.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. New York set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
All day, dog.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the 17, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Darnold from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this is caught at the 8.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D.
Back to throw, Darnold. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. So that one will be accepted. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Ryan Tannehill with 1 touchdown pass thus far. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 44, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Okay. Okay, because I didn't hear myself come back on the stream. Oh, never mind. There it is. Okay. I don't know with the crowd volume right now. What's too loud, or the in-game commentary is too loud.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
Well, unfortunately, my mic wasn't in for that last play, but if it had been...
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that... Trying to get to the quarter.
Here we go. Waiting.
Okay,
here we go,
so
D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Another run with Sanders.
Check.
He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Boom! Yeah, baby.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught inside the 20.
We played to win. Let's go.
He's played a great game and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Is it still hard to hear me, or...
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone.
Because if we want,
1st and 10.
to shut the whole thing off. I want it to hear it.
They'll run with Sanders. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Mockerbay,
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice
to
see him get a stop.
louder, Larry. I just can't be right now. People are sleeping.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
180! That's it, That's it. Big hit.
On third down, they turn to Sanders, and they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11.
You don't want no problem.
Okay,
you don't want no
I'll
problem
just turn
for
it
me.
completely off. What's up, 12 shots? Macrobay, I did answer your question. I don't know if you heard it. If you didn't hear it, Macrobay, just type in the chat.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw.
Oh, look at those nice faking a field goal on us.
Incomplete. The 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense ready to get going here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Silent football, this is basically what this NFL season is going to be.
Not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
With no fans.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him at times. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Bell running on first down, but he's going to
Good shit, Bell. Good thing we're paying you $20 million for runs like that.
get him down. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold.
Oh, good pass, Darnold. Yep.
Rodney McLeod. And he is going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Oh yeah, you mean Brandon Godden? Oh, good shit. Wins not fumbling. Nah, Macrobay. I asked what team. Do you mean like team defensive playbook? Or do you mean like a formation playbook on defense? Oh, Jesus, my secondary doesn't cover anybody. Macrobay, if you're asking for a team playbook that I like to use, I used the Jets, and I used Packers on Mutt this year. Well, in December of, I believe it was in 2016, I did ask for a Xbox One. And then one of my first games I actually got with it was Madden, and so I had Madden 25 on my PS3, and I kind of liked that, but I knew the experience was better on a PS4, so I knew I had to get something better. But an Xbox One was more affordable than a PS4, so I went ahead and just got Xbox One Madden. Yeah, I've heard the Tampa Bay offense is pretty good. I don't really know too much about their defense. But, yeah, the Tampa Bay offense is decent. But just, Larry, just in general, just being a sports fan, is what got me into Madden. Yeah, I would play my PS3 too if I actually had games I like to play, but I don't really. I actually have 2K5 for the PS2, but I need a cord for the PS2. It's missing, but I have everything else for it. Hey, incompletions stop the clock. They don't help your stat line, Darnold, but they stop the clock. Oh, good shit. Good shit. And out of bounds, too. I gotta quit swearing so much. This is the stuff I be saying when I don't have my mic plugged in. He just ran that man over. Hey, if we can score one touchdown at the end of this game, at least we can make the score look respectable. Oh, no, Fletcher Cox is gonna eat us up. Oh, good penalties. Oh, and the runoff. False start. Yep, just that's about the best way to end a game. Offside, false start, runoff. That's about the yeah. That's good. No, that's good. That's do that. 58 rushing yards. 411 pass yards allowed. Yeah, we gotta change the settings on this league. It's not that I'm not mad that I lost at all. What I'm mad about is the problem with Madden and the simulation. Like, let me show you something. See how? Just look at this. Just look at this. Okay, so Carson Wentz, 35 for 44 for 400 yards and almost 80% completion. Don't get me wrong, Wentz is very good, but you're gonna see something. You're gonna see something. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Okay, cool, whatever. The rushing, that's, this isn't too crazy. That's, good 2 backfield. Alshon, Zerts, yeah, that's, to be expected. Marquise Goodwin's really fast. Jordan Jenkins and Jordan Willis, both the Jordans on the team, got sacks. Ryan Poole's 1 interception. Jordan Willis also forced a fumble. And Darnold, 26 for 45 for 334 and 57%, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. I'm fine with that, but Darnold throwing for 300 yards is kind of ridiculous. But remember the fact that Wentz completed 80% of his passes. Remember that. Just make sure you keep that in mind. And that he had enough time to throw for 400 yards when you see this. Because it sounds like a guy's, Larry. That's, I think, I don't want to say that that's all that there is to it, but they kind of see. I don't really get it, but like they see my profile picture, I guess, and they're expecting to hear something like, probably like, Taylor Swift-esque voice or something like Ariana Grande, I guess. And that's just not, that's not what it is. Okay, I want to think that no one's ever said that, but I appreciate that. No one's ever said that, but, and I'm not being dumb about that either. I'm just saying no one's ever honestly used comforting. But okay, look at this. Look at this, Larry. 80% completion, 400 yards. CPU skill is what we're under. CPU accuracy, 40%. Catching, 50, 50, 68 for the fumbles, 50, 40, 50, 50. All of this stuff I felt pretty good about so far. Like, the fact that Carson Wentz, well, see, like, okay, I don't really care. Like, it's kind of hard to control how accurate QBs are. I mean, well, how consistent they are, like the 35 for 44. But the thing is I think because of how long the games are, how long since I used full 15-minute quarters, it gives them that much time to be able to have that much time to get 400 passing yards. If you make the game shorter, they don't have the time to put up 400 passing yards. And I know you see it on Pro Simulation. That's just for the CPU versus CPU franchise. I only use Pro and Simulation for CPU versus CPU because that's how it plays the best, like realistic stat-wise, like, making good competitive games. But down here at 15 minutes for the quarter length, I think I got to turn this down to 12 or 13 and turn this up to about 20 seconds. So that way there's less time to put up so many stats. If they don't have as much time, they can't put up as many stats. Because Darnold's had like 3-4 games now of over 300 yards, and he's kind of a shitty quarterback. He shouldn't be throwing 300-yard games. Okay, Larry, other than you, I don't really know who's here, but Larry, do you care about Mutt at all? Madden Ultimate Team? Yes, Maccabe, but actually... Down here, Maccabe, Joe Flacco. I traded Flacco and my 6th round pick to get us a pretty good left outside linebacker from the Jags. This Kayvon Chasen, maybe? Kayvon Chasen. This dude plays pretty well. So I sent Flacco and my 6th for a young, good outside linebacker. And I already got a backup, but we don't talk about that. As long as Darnold doesn't get injured, we should be okay. Like I said, I think I'm going to have to adjust the settings. To try and help with the game settings. If either of you care, I will go onto my Mutt team and show you what that's like. I don't really play Mutt. I do my solo battles and solos basically, but I don't play Weekend League anymore. Before I show you my team, just a second. They have a trailer, like on Xbox One. Before you buy the game, there's always like a trailer, whatever the trailer for the game is. There is a trailer before you buy it in the Xbox store. I haven't heard too much about the Xbox Series X or whatever the shit it's called. So many X's in it. I'm surprised it's not. There's so many X's in the new Xbox product. I'm surprised you don't have to be at least 18 to purchase one because it might be considered adult entertainment. They could be doing that, Larry. I feel like PS5 is actually it's gonna be bigger than their Slims. I think this is more. I don't think the PS5 looks very big. It looks about just as big as any other gaming system's ever been. It's definitely gonna be something different from people's PS4s. Microsoft, yeah, is kind of full of shit. But I don't know. Maybe they will do some kind of, maybe they just haven't gotten a promotion campaign out there for the new Xbox Series X. I hear, though, I don't know if you know this, Larry, but I hear that there is a contract in the works that they're trying to get PS5 and Xbox's new console to be cross-platform for Madden. I don't know if that will come to be, but it would be interesting. I know that's something people have talked for a while. Yeah, so I guess that's about it. this is gonna be my last stream for the night, so yeah, hey Larry, quickly before you go, do you have my Insta or no? Or do you even have Insta? 'Cause I know some people don't be having social media, or they only have like a Snapchat, a Facebook, or something like that. Do you want me to tell you mine, or do you want to tell me yours? That was terrible explanation. I deleted it there because in the not my Insta, but like the comment, just so it's not in the live chat replay. Larry, just to make sure, your account starts with an S. You don't have to say your name, but just, I'm pretty sure it's you. Alright.